do a little bit more of our Go Vazumbrog game. Hello, hello. Hey, GD. How you doing? So, I had plenty of plans and prospects and things that I wanted to do this stream. Let's see how many of them we are going to be able to accomplish. First and foremost, I need more frickin' admin points. I'm not focusing admin. Excuse me, I'm not focusing admin. We're going to do that now. Income is enough such that I feel fine in clicking I for talent for a diplomatic guy that does what? What is the most valuable to me right now? Maybe the trade efficiency? Yeah, sure, trade efficiency guy. So I've got him in there now. Let's level him up to level 2 at least. So 322 is going to be fine for right now. Is this the silly tag Zan's played in that MP? Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then it's also the one that Tulkas was playing when he beat your ass when you were playing Phoenix Empire. The final session of that, whatever MP it was. But yeah, let's unpause. Actually, let's not unpause. Let's look around and see what if we've got any immediate things to do. Cosnad, we are annexing. You're currently at 11%. 2 a month is not great. Maybe I should have kept the Diplo guy. Why is my dip rep so terrible? No reason at all. No, that personally, I think any dwarf that purges orcs and goblins should actually get a +4 Diplo rep. And the modifier can be something like doing the world a favor. Enacting an objective good. Pest control, +4 dip rep. Something along those lines would actually go pretty hard. I definitely think that should be... Definitely think that should be a thing. Yeah. So, with that said, who do we attack? Oh, Mountain Hugger is rinse. So is Mobblehead. I think maybe we go for Thieving Arrow first. That allows us to take out a bit of Rail Skulker, and then if there's any more Rail Skulker left, we can attack Snotfinger and take the rest of it. So, that's a plan. I also need to continue drilling for this mission. I need 10 provinces at full... 10 regiments, sorry, at full army drill. Maybe we just drop 10 dudes. I love the warband music in the background. It goes real hard. Actually, let's get everyone away, and then we'll get the guys that are the highest drill. You. No, not a cannon. You're not having a cannon. You. Alright. Then these guys. Let's go. You can have this guy and drill. All right, 40 months.
40 months. How is the mount?
How is the mount? The mount is brilliant. The MT is looking real cool, actually. We haven't gone too deep into it, but what we have done so far is delved into the Dragon's Wound and found some Event Horizon body horror bullshit down there. So we're now doing a dig. That body horror allowed us to do our first dig. Which is nice. Also, a variable dip rep. Make sure you get -3 from those you purge or expel, but races that are naturally hostile to the same purge races get a minus. The kind of... Yeah, exactly. Like elves probably also purging orcs and goblins. Hell, fucking these guys, fellow Dawi, also should be purging orcs and goblins, but they hate my dip rep because of it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It is not... I understand that the devs don't want to be like, yo, we have a genocide mechanic in our game, and it's encouraged. Like, obviously the devs don't want to do that, but personally, my vibe is roleplay is paramount. Right, that's how I like to play. That's how I think the game should be played. And I feel like it's way more RP friendly to, as the dwarves at least, go a little bit genocidal. Just a little bit. Like, if I'm playing a human, I'm not going to, unless I'm playing Gawed. And then the elves are on the block. If I'm playing gnomes, the kobolds are on the block. Obviously. But, yeah, I feel like I harp on this topic a lot, which is somewhat sus. But I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right. Then again, I feel like most people who have committed this act also probably felt that they were right as well. So, yeah. Alright, if we're attacking you, there is a lovely fucking... There is no fort here. Okay, if we're attacking you, we have to go for you first. We're digging, we're not even repairing. What's the trade good in my capital? Iron. Okay, how about this? We attack you, and we actually go for you first. Oh yeah, expeditions we don't want to do yet either. Can we do this one yet? No, you're still coring. Alright. We are ready to attack this guy. Do I have a truce with Railskulk yet? Over? We still have the truce. That's fine. Alright. Anti-monstrosities. What? You're guaranteeing them? Well, that's just heinous. Alright, we're going for Snotfinger first then. What do you think about the antebellum announcement? It makes sense. It makes sense, especially the part about they don't want to be doing all of this work on something that changes so frequently. Like, I get it. It would very much annoy me too. So you're guaranteed by Mountain Shark. So we attack Schnotfinger. We need an Diplomat. Shattered Crown is fighting Orlism. That's fine. Good timing. And we have our next Gov Reform. I think I'm gonna go regional councils. Tax modifier everywhere is probably a vibe. Where's my tax thing? Maybe I wait a monthly tick. All right, so time to attack. So start off with anti-monstrous on you. You're going there, you're going there, you're going there, you're going there. You are the siege guy. You are not. Oh, you had troops. Do I win that? I do. My troops are amazing. Look at that. Blessed. Oh, I can't go there until that's done. So how about you surrender your cannons to there. You're going to get that siege for me. That's beautiful. You've not played this mod much. Plenty encouraging to hear your top streamer ask for more genocide mechanics. In Christ. I wouldn't call myself a top streamer in any regard, but yeah, look, it sounds bad, but trust me, it's wholesome. It's wholesome. You know, it's definitely wholesome. You know, they're just not desired here. No, it doesn't work either. Something must be done. Anyway, this is all siege now. We can turn... Oh, you need to keep drilling. All of you guys can turn around and start screwing over schnotty fingers. And you, I am going to... I mean, it'd be great if I could full annex, but I don't think that's going to be... Oh, it is possible. Hell yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Eventually they will accept that. Obviously, I'm going to be paying a little bit of dip for it. But on the surface, that's fine. Huge. Very nice. I don't want to cancel that, but I don't want to see it at the same time. Shattered Crown is now an OPM. Very cute. Is this the end? The mountains themselves seem to roar with rage as an earthquake unlike any seen in living memory shakes our hold to its very core. Great cracks form in the rock, swallowing buildings whole, and rubble falls from above, shattering structures and burying citizens alive. For a full hour the quake continues, reaping ever more damage as the seconds go by, and then, just as suddenly as it began, it ceases. The damage is immense, and many of our resources are taken up simply keeping our hold in one piece. Now, however, a choice lies before us. The Great Quake, which split open the core of our hold, has revealed many precious minerals that were previously undiscovered. Due to the unstable nature of the fissures, access to these minerals will likely be short-lived. We could devote effort to harvesting these resources, but this would surely take away from the effort to rescue and treat survivors. So we can lose a stab, and a 20% chance we gain mithril. That is kind of tempting. We might be able to turn... Look. Look. There's 100% chance that we're getting mithril in our hold. That's not mithril. It's 100% chance we're getting mithril. Check the finisher for the project. What magic am I going for? We're either on the project for deposit divination. Sorry, the Orb of Omniscience. No, we're studying divination so that we can get the next Orb of Omniscience. Check the finisher for the project. Are we talking about the Orb of Omniscience project? Because I don't know what you're referring to here. The project in the hold. Goods produced. It's pretty good. Which project are we talking about here? I don't know. Oh, we can do this again, actually. Boop. The Great Project. Oh. Precursor relics. Ah. Yeah, okay. Fine. Mithril can... We don't need it. We don't need it. That's a good point. That is a good point. Well made. Deep in the tunnels of Traitor's Lair, Nally held the Earthshaper sphere aloft. Its metallic surface shimmered in the lamplight, the runes twisting like molten silver. Faint hum resonated through the stone, tickling at the edge of hearing. "Ready yourselves," Nally said, his voice steady despite the tremors in his hand. As he activated the sphere, the unyielding rock before them rippled like water. The walls of a new tunnel unfurled, smooth and sturdy, their shape guided by Nally's intent. The dwarves followed in awe as the passage stretched onwards, revealing glimmers of iron, gold, and clusters of glittering gemstones embedded in the newly exposed rock. "By the ancestors," muttered Gotrek, a veteran miner. "It's as if the mountain's revealing its secrets willingly." Yet, as the sphere pulsed again, the hum deepened, resonating through the bones. A nearby boulder quivered and cracked apart, sending shards skittering across the floor. For a fleeting moment, the runes on the sphere's surface fled a sullen red before settling back into their shifting silver glow. Nally frowned but pressed on, his team exchanging uneasy glances. Hours later, their carts overflowed with precious ores. The dwarves laughed and toasted their success, their pickaxes resting against walls shaped by the ancient relic. So Traitor's Lair gets just a bit of dev. Just a wee bit of dev. Nice little bit of dev. Not bad. How many times have I read Lord of the Rings? Just the once. I read it when I was... I don't know how old I was exactly, but I know that I lived in... I know I lived in England at the time, so I was younger than 13. And my... I'm not going to say fondest memory. My most present memory is that I really did not enjoy Tom Bombadil chapters. I felt like they dragged on really, really badly. But otherwise, enjoy them. Have I read The Silmarillion? I haven't. It's one of those, oh, I'll get to that at some point, and then the point has never summed. Hey, trading a mithril, very nice. Troll tolerance. I like trolls, they're good. Agenda of the diet. Temple, that's easy to do. Workshop, easy to do. Yeah, let's do that. Workshop. You read The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in Dutch recently. Read The Silmarillion, The Hobbit, and The Lord of the Rings in that order in English. In that order is weird. Silmarillion, then Hobbit, then Lord of the Rings. I feel like I remember I read The Hobbit. It was actually my mum's book, and I borrowed, and then read that, and then after enjoying that, then she bought me all of the Lord of the Rings books. But I don't know. That order is weird. I'm gonna start with a fort rather than starting with a core this time. Alright. Nice. Core it all up. Your abilities in castle, as I said. And then Ungoldivore and Cosrigan. That's nice. Ungoldivore and Cosrigan, owning land that I covet. You are not that strong. You are apparently allied to Corentar and Barrowman. That's... Ugh. Either way, we're going to have to get a claim on you. Military laborers? Yes. Just dig faster. Alright, what I'm going to do is split this army in half. Half of them are going to go sit in Lodom. You're going to surrender a couple of dudes to go there. Start explorationating it. Clouded Eye are allied to Blood Gorger. Weren't you also allied with Blood Gorger? No, Bone Carver. You allied with Blood Gorger? No. Who the fuck is Blood Gorger? This guy. Okay. Ooh, beautiful underground cave. That's huge. We love that one. Great modifier. Are you still loyal? Yes, you are. Barrowmand is no longer monstrous. Disagree. Cave collapse. That's unfortunate. I mean, we've had a few of these. We needed to be at 40 to dig, and we're down to 37. That's unfortunate. We can also clear the infested hold here. Right. That's going to be what you do first, then. I still find it weird that it is faster to go from here to here to here to here rather than here, here, here. It's chronological. I suppose you're right. It's just weird. No, I actually want to build a fort here as well. I don't like the beautiful hold one. 15% chance of losing a stab. We did not. That's good. Getting rid of goblins. Very nice. And oh, but it's paying off so nice. Getting the Orb of Omniscience. Absolutely beautiful. Big fan. This is going to be a painful war. At least it's all in one direction. And that's why you were there. So now you can get Andude and Drill. There are a few travel quirks, same with the Bulwa Highway. You'd think the army would follow the provinces that will get out. Yeah, I feel like here as well, I know it, this to here, blah, 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 like going through the caves, it's actually probably here, then down this way. Like, taking this route, it's fewer provinces, but it just makes more sense that this works better. Even when you have the caves, the roads fully upgraded, they still take detours through the caves, and it feels wrong. It feels, I don't know, I don't like it. Like, if I'm gonna go from Argordston to frickin' Verkelskomdia, in roleplay in my head, I'm taking the roads, right? I'm not taking this back bullshit. This should have honestly, caves just have a speed debuff. Like, that's probably the problem. Caves just should have a speed debuff. And a really quite nasty one as well. Until you dev. Ooh. Looks like Orlazam is going to get Amaldir, which is a little annoying. Let's build Smithville Manufactory and that manufactory. And what else? Giving it, ooh, a lot of copper. Copper is good money. Alright, everyone getting back to where they want to be. Good stuff. 26. Still, it's going up so slowly. Next idea. Do I want to trade idea? This would be nice. Although we are still below. But for how long? Still got cores to do. Alright, Orlazem has Amaldir, so unfortunately we're going to have to take that off him at some point. Are you digging, son? I am, in fact, doing exactly that. No! No, no, not on my guys. They're... No. Leave them alone. No, they were so close. I clicked on them to check how close they were. And then they fucking die. Go back to drilling, quick. Keep the progress. Is there an Atveer? No, not Goblin. Not removed from Goblin atrocities yet. But yeah, we are relatively close, right? 81% complete. And Vazumbrog is dug. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to build a textile manufactory. Even though... Oh, we can do this immediately. How frequently can we do this? 2 years. Goddamn. The dwarves stood in a vast cavern, a rough stone wall waiting to be transformed. Thargus, the rune mage, held the earth-shaped sphere tightly in both hands, its surface warm and alive beneath his fingers. The runes etched into the sphere shifted and glowed faintly, responding to his steadying breath and focused thoughts. As his mind envisioned a grand hall, the stone beneath their feet began to ripple and flow like molten wax. Columns spiraled upwards, their surfaces adorned with intricate geometric patterns, as if carved by a master sculptor. Archways emerged, each more ornate than the last, framing doorways to future chambers. Every dwarf watched in awe as staircases coiled into existence, their steps perfectly even. Vaulted ceilings stretched overhead, decorated with crystalline veins of quartz that caught the lantern light, scattering it like stars. Thargus's brow furrowed as he shaped the final detail. Reliefs depicting scenes of dwarven prosperity etched themselves into the walls, their craftsmanship beyond mortal hands. He exhaled, releasing the sphere's power, and the stone stilled, solid and eternal. A feast hall worthy of kings, murmured one craftsman, his voice reverent. Thargus's grip on the sphere relaxed, though his hands trembled faintly from the strain. As he gazed at the shimmering halls, pride swelled within him. Nobody noticed the disaster depicted by the reliefs in the far hall. So basically, this... I feel like this is going to bite me in the ass, and it's going to be like... you know, art is always like referencing something, like that. It might not be about the thing, but it's a metaphor for a thing. This is about the dangers of AI, right? The sphere is the AI, and it's doing the artwork, and then some people are like, "Ooh, feast hall worthy for kings," like they're fucking stupid and think that AI art is like amazing or something. But it's gonna bite me in the ass. It has to. It has to. We can't be getting this level of like he's doing AI art with the sphere. Like that's the vibe, isn't it? That's the vibe. It's so easy. This is It is. It 100% is. I refuse to accept anything other than that. It's definitely commentary is the word I'm saying. It's commentary on AI art, and it's gonna bite me in the ass because I can't imagine that the devs thought AI art was like the way forward, right? Well, that's spoilers, JD. I wish you hadn't said that. Anyway, Dwarven Pantheon. We are not going to go with it. We shall remain loyal to our ancestors. I don't know which nation abandoned them. You went Pantheon, you heathenous little bitch. Oh, we have more rebels. Anyway, let's clear the infested hold. Only 10, easy peasy. Alright, and now you can be repaired once the thing is done. Gordstone no longer a valid rival. Zocca and Gawed. Though I'm not sure what Gawed can realistically do about us. I think what I want to do is fully digest what I'm currently doing. Then we're going to attack Segdir. We're going to go Inno gain, and we're going to go trade range so that we get the Dalveka Verker ideas. Out of the many titanium orders, one stood above all others. The Verker as Globuk Dalvek, regularly shortened to Dalvek Verker. The Monster Hunters. Originally a band of death-seeking penitents, the Dalvek Verker evolved into a large guild that often took the front line of offensive and defensive actions during and after the fall of Old Dwarf, taking on those tasks too big or dangerous for other dwarves to handle. The Dalvek Verker were notoriously fervent, dangerous, and daring. To join the order, one needed to prove themselves not against mere goblins or orcs, but a great beast of the depths. The purple worm was the preferred hunt target for most. As years went on, supply lines became restricted. The Dalveka Verker evolved further into renowned weaponsmiths, delving the depths of the Dwarva for rare materials needed to create their legendary weapons, such as Krummel's Orkslayer, Setzunkloofa. Anyway, 15 ICA is an amazing grab for us. I wonder, are there any more provinces that I can... Where is it? It's in this one? No, it's in this one. Local orgs. I think I can do you now, can't I? Not quite. Did you not get cord yet? Oh, you did. There we go. What kind of do this? I ran out of dip. Makes sense. How close are you now? 85%. And there's the beautiful Craven Prophets. You'll love to see it. Where do we want to colonize next? Mountain Hugger is equal among men, even. Which one's Mountain Hugger again? That one's Mountain Shark, so I don't care about you. You have no friends, so as soon as we get a truce up, we're going to murder you as well. Who took Seghold? That was Zocca. Which sucks, but yeah. Mountain Hugger is by the Copper Hold. Ah, down here. Ooh, nice. Once again, Orb of Omniscience. And I think that was my guy just dying. That's unfortunate. Do I have the magic to... Eye for Talent, Administrator... what are we needing? Definitely the inflation guy. And I'm capped on mill. So we need to spend some mill, and that is just going to be deving. Oh yeah, Vazumbrog can dev. Oh wow. I have already been at 45 dev, but we lost it all. We can almost get to 50. The pickaxe struck hollow stone and the miners froze as the wall crumbled into an open void. Thoga stepped forward, raising her lantern. The light revealed a cavern larger than any recorded, its walls smooth and etched with faded carvings of warriors, triumphs, and oaths. This isn't on the maps, murmured Adun, his voice barely above a whisper. It's not on the records either, Thoga replied, her words heavy. As they ventured deeper, the lantern's glow revealed rows of skeletons, perfectly aligned, each laying clutching a rusted weapon, their armor bearing sigils none of them recognized. Thoga knelt by one, tracing the markings on its chestplate, a hammer crossed with a jagged rune. The dwarves, she whispered, words like ash in her mouth. But not ours, Adun added, his tone uneasy. The air felt heavier, the silence pressing on their ears. Superstitious mutterings rippled through the group. Thoga stood, jaw clenched. Whatever they were, they fell here, and we shouldn't disturb them. The miners hesitated, their tools motionless. Finally, Thoga spoke again. Seal it, she ordered. They deserve their rest. The miners left the cavern in silence, but unease followed them. What lay beneath Vazumbrog wasn't just stone. So I get surrounded by death for a stab cost modifier. Okay, that's irrelevant, to be honest. Learnings of an Elder, admin. And I want one more click. We get to 50, which means we can dig again after the building is complete. Just get you out of the way. While I've still got anti-monstrous on you, let's just quickly do a wee little bit of murder. Why are you running? And then I want to continue with my spy network on you. Alright, lovely stuff. Zocca rivaled me, that's fine. Where did you go, Pantheon? You didn't. Kind of a shame. How much is it to take all of Seg? 150. It would be nice to get myself a border with Greedy Grin. That might be the idea. Mountain Huggers by the Sea Dwarves. I thought that was Marblehead. Isn't this one? Who's this one? Dirt water. Oh, there. Who cares? Why aren't you drilling? Do you lose much progress? You're at 93.34. It's so close. Damn, that went up, like, almost up a whole percent. Alright, you... I have my one claim on. $94.96 to $95.71. Alright, it's gonna be less than a year. Lake of Zakorna is finished. So we'll piece you out to take your land. And we can purchase another ability, and I don't think we have an institution yet. This is useless for us. That's not terrible. Yeah, we'll get that one. You're already my vassal, that's good. You want me to conquer there? I mean, I need to do that anyway. Oh, you've got anti-monstrous. And you have a coalition. 50 admin is 50 admin. Alright. Change of plan, that's our next port of call. You need a fort. How close am I here? About 100 away. One of the best tinkerers in Vazumbrog has brought us a marvelous news. Through hard work, gumption, and spark of genius, she has managed to restore an ancient dwarven machine to functioning, inlaid with beautiful latticework of mithril and brass, studded with gems faintly glowing with arcane energy, wearing with gears and bearings still as precise as the day they were crafted. Yet we have no earthly idea what it does and why it was built. Undoubtedly, it would fetch a pricely sum from a wealthy collector, but we may also discern some valuable knowledge if we choose to study the device. So, 3,500. Oh, no, I take the NO here, right? Or 48. Yeah, let's grab some NO. We'll study our new golem. Do we go for you next? Or Seg is like... If I could vassalize, I probably would, but more than 100 development. It's not going to happen. Oh, cooldown for the Earthshaker Sphere. Again, purely no harm can happen here. The dwarves stood in a vast cavern, its rough stone walls waiting to be transformed. Thargus, the rune mage... Hang on, is this the same one? Oh yeah, we have the same event again, so we're not going to reread it. But it is beautiful. You know, it is beautiful. It's now an 8 dev province. Arg did manage to grab that, which is kind of cool. I feel like I do want to go to war here anyway. Because before I go to war with Tugan direct, I kind of want to border with this little bit. You have 38,000 troops. We're going to have to build more troops, which we can do. We have the money. You're still not fucking finished. close are you to being done? Oh, maybe a month? Nope. Who isn't 100? Who needs remedial drill? They're all at 100. Oh no, you're at 9938. 999. Okay. There we go. Secure the rails. This the one that needed the dev? Yes. In its prime, the sprawling city of Ernatvir and the surrounding rail yard were the beating heart of Old Dwarov. A hub of transportation, trade, and communication that connected every corner of the Dwarva. Though those days are now distant memories, the strategic position of this hold still holds great importance. If we were to entertain any thoughts of venturing further north, it's imperative that this vital location is secured by a friendly force. Our staff recommends a surgical strike led by an elite expeditionary company to regain control of Ernatvir for the dwarves. So I get rail yard logistics for 25 years, giving movement speed and land attrition, and I gain a general +2 maneuver. I get hold reclamation CB on Asdir. Okay. So now I need general staff loyalty to be higher, and I need to own Amaldir. And then if the orders are present in 40 provinces, the citadels will be upgraded. Huge. Again, CBs on Mithridum, Harazordlum, and all of them Asdir, unless we already control them. I mean, we do, but I am going to need... This, look, if my next mission says, I need you to have this, give me a fucking permanent claim on it. Like, I should be getting permanent claims all over the place. Oh, yo, huge. I'm just going to be able to... I was wondering, is it going to be possible? But yes, 100%. We just get ourselves Mithril mine, and now I don't need to fucking go to war with this guy. Huge. Absolutely blessed. And you're allied with Tug and Dirac, so that's actually kind of annoying. Splendorous. Truce with Mountain Shark is over. Do we just go for Mountain Shark because they've got no friends? You could now get involved as well. God, I don't know when this is going to finish either. 59%. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Anti-monstrous. Your army was up here? No, you have 10k somewhere. You get my best C. Oh, you're very nice. Get you, and you're gonna go there. And you are gonna get my good general. And head over there. Clouded Eye, we're gonna do the same thing. Try and just threaten for Dwarf Hope. And we're going to dwarf hope that he says yes. Rail Skulk will always be a favorite tag. It's something I do want to play at some point. Is the Vazumbrog clan? Does Rail Skulk turn into Vazumbrog clan? Har's Ordelum is now dwarf, which is beautiful. 7 Spiders Orbs. I hate this mission. I hate this event. I hate this event so fucking much. I hate it so fucking much. We have just purged your ass. Why did I lose a dev? I just purged you. Like, I lost dev because I purged, and then I lost dev again through a fucking stupid event. Also, I don't know why the music stopped. Some of the warband music is a little quiet. Anyway, Super Peace. Obviously, we're taking everything because we can. Give a diplomat. Railskulker turns into Zele's clan. Okay. I think the only North Spine goblins that don't are Spider Wretch. I really didn't like Spider Wretch. Which is a shame because I am friends with the dev who made it. I don't like it. It is not my vibe. Ew, yeah, I forgot we're going to have to go through HOARDCURSE at some point. Anyway, we have Verkel Vazkroon. Which is going to give us more fort defense. Empire-wide. Huge. Huge news. Don't want to ally Franulant. Printing press has spawned in Ainway. Okay. Is it growing in me anywhere? No. Spider-Wretch early tanks, though, is probably the only thing I can see taking gnomes in a fight. Yeah, I mean, they do have some really nice combat. We now got Legendary Divination, so we are immediately going to get the next level of the Orb of Omniscience. We are currently coring a bunch of provinces. Do we do the core one? 12 provinces. We are doing 12. Yeah, I think this is just the best one for us. I suppose we could do techs. But we need to do 3 techs. No, we're going to do cores. Spider HMT is currently broken and commented out. Oh, okay. Oh, we're in the age of unraveling. So this actually is useless. Religious unity contribution is trash. Hang on, let me change it to something else. Expanded Royal Court. Oh, I don't care enough. It's like, oh, you should try and do it, you know, efficiently. I don't care. I hate efficient deving. That is annoying, currently, like, entering the mountains. I'm going to take it off them. The earlier, the better. Oh, you've gone after Thieving Arrow. Honestly, fine. I'm going to wait until I get this first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to war with you anyway for the stuff over here. So this is less of a thing that needs to be done, but whatever, got it anyway. Alright, Anti-Monstrous Conquest. Let's go. We're just gonna sit here with our dudes. We're gonna seize the territory. And then... come at me. Maybe we do one little thing so we can see what's out there. Yeah, huge, huge, huge. Unfortunately, it is Centaur, and 155 a month is... it's going pretty hard. I wonder... No, I was going to say I should build a Dalvik Verker and then speed this up, but this isn't a road, so it doesn't get sped up, it just gets safer. Decent general. Did you not join? You did. Not who I thought I would be fighting, but, you know. You're now disloyal for reasons. Alright, you finished there. You've started colonizing that, so I can't do it. I guess I go down here and start colonizing Gorbarad. I mean, I'd love to be able to send a colonist here, but not possible. So my plan is basically going to be wait until this guy wants white peace. All I wanted him to do was get out of my caves. And now he has done that, we can be chill. You finished everything? Yes. I need you to repair. I need to be at peace to repair, of course. So the only way that this guy's going to get involved with me is coming here or getting mill access through like Varmha, which is not happening, through Verkelgulen, which isn't happening, or up here. Oh, I'm at war with the Northern Wind. Interesting. They're a vassal. Well, that means they can come down here. You give them military access? You grant it to my vassal, which means everyone has access. Fun. Thanks, Mithril. Cheers, buddy. Buddy old pal. Pal old buddy. Which means they're going to come through here and then get stuck on this fort, which is pretty nicely defensible. Kobolds have robbed a bank. Rude. Gain the splendor again. Tech cost. Yes, we're gonna take that, even if, you know, that was useful. I mean, it's tech cost. Makes it cheaper. Oh, excuse me. Got my spell book. Conjuration, summon familiars again. And we have quite a bit of money and not much manpower, so auto-click some barracks. Look, I just want a white piece with you, bro. Eastern Reach has become self-sustaining. Unfortunately, it is the Centaur one, which is a little unfortunate. You know what? I'm going to have you both on defensive. I don't want you expanding outwards. Please come back. Come back. Come back. Stop. Where is this guy's capital? I wonder, can we just go there? Do we dare go out and try and get to his capital, siege it, then get back in? Maybe once this fort is complete. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, but I can't... The problem is to show superiority war. And now... Okay, we're not losing it, thankfully. Right now, we're in terrain that he doesn't get the shock. But we are going to need reinforcements. Interesting that he doesn't think he can win on that fort. Right, so we just sit here and wait for him to come out. And what I think I'll do as well is full core all of my land. It's tempting to try and snipe it, but I know there's just bullshit around. You've allied with Earlium. Okay. Alright, spinning channels, also self-sustaining. Very nice. But you need to go deal with that. And take that tech. Does that give me any new manufactories? Potentially. Maybe some salt ones. Wow, you took like one province? You didn't even get a border with me? Rude. Actually, did you have that already? You already had that. You took, what was it, like a white piece or something? Crazy beans. You want a fort. Torrents of dwarves. Whatever. I'm sure you think that's good for us or something. I don't know. I want to turn on deposit divination again. Alright, there's that. And now I need to core 12 more provinces. Unfortunately, I don't think these count. Unless maybe we can test it. No, it doesn't. That's fine. I'm okay with only taking one of the advances. We're not going to get the full speed boost, but whatever. You want white piece? More cavern profits is always nice. And we'll do another manufactory. Oh, it's really tempting to try and attack. Do I go for it? Soon. Soon. Maybe we'll go for it when this guy... I don't know. Because if I fail, then it just slows everything down. Half-price trader. I think I'll take you. Because you're only 25% off. But you give me 15% trade efficiency rather than 10 because you were gotten through a doodad. Though I don't know where it says that. Pretty sure he gives me 15. Fuck it. I'm curious. This is gonna go really well or really poorly. He's trying to run. Get him! Oh, it went... It's either going to go really well or really poorly. Huh. Well, would you look at that? You want white piece? I think it may be a little bit stupid to go with the this deck, though. What troop count is he down to? 90k. Fuck it, I'm gonna get that as well. And we will go with the Fire Ale Sprayer. A keg of fire ale that had been modified with a pump and lighter to ignite the flammable spirits and spray them on our unlucky enemies. Huge. I imagine he's probably sat here, though, to be fair. If he's going to be defending anywhere. Yeah, oh, for 27k? Oh, I'll fuck up 27k. You are now being attacked by Krathanor. What? Allies, okay. Alright, your capital has fallen. I'm willing to peace out now. Lovely stuff. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, now he rivals me. Probably he didn't know I existed before. What Miltech are they on? 9, whereas I'm on 13. Alright, I mean, look, if I'd noticed that, maybe there wasn't as much of a need to worry as I thought. That's annoying. There's no way I'm going to get that in time. Get half the price back for it. Better than 0. You know what? Maybe a rampart at the edge. There we go. With the Order of Monster Hunters firmly established throughout our lands, the organization's infrastructure has grown robust enough to supply all our future delvings. We will no longer need to furnish troops and supplies to undertake expeditions in the Serpent Spine. Huge, fully supplied, and fully manpowered. Very cute. Don't care about goblins. Go away with that shit. So now I can go expedition menu for, fuck it, Platinum Medium Snotslayer. Organize that. Start full manpower and full supplies. Really, really nice. Still want to pump the org though. Hey, Mousy Dolly. There are new cannons for dwarves. I'm using a mod to add that. Really, really like that mod. I will grab and link. And I will pop it in chat. There we go. So I didn't get the second level of the Orb of Omniscience, but that's fine. 155 Org. That's probably fine. And we'll give it 100 crowns. Alright, and we're going to rebuild the fort in Bladebreaker Pass. Alright, next target. I think we do try and go for Thieving Arrow now. They're still being guaranteed, which is really fucking irritating. Although, no. Segdir's time has come. Oh, wow. 656 now. Doos Greg Blackbeard is doing really well. Why don't I at some point trying to vassalize you? Oh, apparently I have your cores. I guess not then. Right, while I get myself over there, I am gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. So, let's get a claim on Segdir and let's get going with this war. It's going to be a pretty rough one, I think, because Segdir is allied with Verkal Gulen. Oh, they are at war with Greedygrin. Did you declare that? No, Greedygrin did. And did they declare... They declared against Verkal Gulen. Honestly, this is probably the best time for me to attack then. We're just waiting on a claim. Unfortunately, this is going to cost me quite a bit of Diplo points, because I'm only going to have one claim and I'm going to have a lot of whatever the fucking name of it is. Unjustified demands. But I think I'm justified, and that is all that matters. Oh, bloody more rebels. We have mill access right now, so need to get rid of that. Oh, lag. There we go. Now we're good. Gulen won't join either, so that's, yeah, pretty good for us. Alright. Time to claim Dwavra stuff. That looks like a league war to me. Ho 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 ho! That's an interesting looking league war. Fun shit. Even you're involved, Tugend. Alright, let's get on to the first fort. We are going to swap to this guy. And you are going to swap to this guy. No, no military access. Get out of my fucking mountains. Yeah, the big problem here is obviously Zocca coming in with steel chair. 58,000 troops, though they are fighting Deniraj and Greedy Grin. Honestly, yeah, this is like the perfect time to attack. Problem is, if Greedy Grin ends up piecing out and losing land to Segdia, then I might not be able to get a border with Greedy Grin so I can attack him immediately. Some of Zocca's territories occupied. Yeah, they're losing to Deniraj, which, I mean, Deniraj is Deniraj. Obviously, it's going to happen. Is this another hold without a fort? And you... Oh, brother, please, learn. Use brain. It's actually tragic. Ooh, they're actually sieging Segdir itself right now. Babagama. Golden era for culture, if you say so. Can you deal with that, or do I need to give you troops? I probably need to give you troops. Jesus, what? My luck with sieges, man. Honestly, a white piece with Zocca I would take, because then if I get a board with Zocca, I can attack him in 5 years. Giving money to Thieving Arrow. Why? What are they up to right now? They are... Oh no, don't tell me I have to go into the mountains to fight Bursartantias now. Oh, brother, no, please. Nolik has bankrupt. I don't care about that one. 40 out of 45. This is going to happen. $43. 43 out of 44. Come on. 42 out of 44. 42 out of 43. Come on. You know you want to. $43 out of 43. All right, one more little tick. 59 out of 43. And Greedy Grin is getting minced. They made a bad error. Then again, this is the war leader, and they are fully occupied, so... Greedy Grin has 56k troops. Gulen has barely nothing. Alright, if Greedy Grin just needs to get on his fort and de-siege it, and then he's going to be fine. You're almost done. Oh, for fuck's sake, the good general died? Of course he did. My most recent general is the one that died because he's the strongest general I had. That is just always, always, always going to be the thing that happens. Segdir wants peace. I mean, I don't think you want to give me the peace that I want. Which is that. If you don't build a fort on a hold, you don't have to siege a hold with a fort. Brilliant from Zocca's point of view. No, I don't like your logic. Anyway, peace out. Fuck you, build a fort. Ooh, hello. We are going to become an empire rank, which means all of our garnet, agate, and opal dwarves will be lovely and happy and shit. So now I've got anti-monstrous on Zocca and Greedy Grin. This is just annoying. Because they're quite strong. They've got 78k troops. So, if I have a look at missions, I just need no expedition in progress because that gives me 2 expedition targets. I still need to go for Amaldir as well. As Greg leaves to walk the streets of Vazumbrog today, taking a discreet inspection with his retainers, he thinks briefly to his ancestors, how proud they would be to see the hold flourishing once more. Goods come from within and without the hold's depths, invigorating its many layers with the haggling of merchants. Rowdy taverns are bright and boisterous, filled with drunken dwarves either boasting of their ancestors' feats or snoring dwarves who have drunken themselves silly in delight. Onto the industrial sectors, where other senses take precedence over sight. Oh shit, this is the... Did we come to 150? No. Okay. Onto the industrial sectors where other senses take precedence over sight. The sizzle of water upon tempered steel, the clang of hammer on metal and wood, ringing across the hold as various guilds re-establish themselves. The scalding heat of the countless ravenous furnaces fed by the bellows only makes the general emperor smile. The sound of the hammers and bellows seems to resonate within his heart, as the hold's wonder must do for every dwarf that lives within. As the general emperor heads to return home after his fruitful day, one sight mars the visit's ending. Homeless dwarves, thin and weak from malnourishment, something that harkens back to more tragic days. His retainers trace his eyes and quickly note that it is inevitable for there to be dregs even in such prosperous times as the present. Even during the most glorious times of the dwarves, at the height of Old Dwarf, there were still poor people in slums after all. With a hesitant nod and a lingering gaze, the General Emperor moves on, attempting to remove these thoughts to focus on the pressing matters at hand, the fate of a few deviants in society pale in comparison to reclaiming their homeland and riches of their ancestors. The enemy is out there. In here, there is naught but joy, wonder, and magnificence. The horde curse begins. No. But my monthly income isn't 150. Like... Apparently that don't fucking matter. Alright, we're spending no money until HOARDCURSE, and I am needing to find my Anbennar HOARDCURSE guide. There we go. Dev? Oh, is it one that happens when you reach a certain dev as well? Maybe. What is my current dev? 1,000. Yeah, I suppose we just went over 1,000. Probably went over for a month because of tribute. Yeah, you're probably right. Because I was getting war reps from a bunch of people. Army... I don't want to do the army because I don't really need mill points right now. But I don't want navy. I don't care about navy. Do we need 20 morale? This just makes more sense. That's nuts. Going naval reform as Vazumbrog, as any dwarf, is crazy. And also, horrifically fuck you, Bersantenches. Fuck you so much. I hate it when elves go in the mountains, man. Oh boy. How are we doing here? I think we're probably going to come through it on all fine. So, oh, what the fuck, Gulen? Gulen, brother. What is this? What in the... Are you basically hoping that they get rebels here? There is a lava flood here. Settler increase. Oh, we're going to lose 200 population anyway. Get manpower. We can get goods produced. Our realm needs food, sure. Oh. Maybe I should have realized that that was going to change the... Whatever, I don't care. I didn't read it. The elves yearn for the mines. They see how much fun we're having down here. Alright. Gonna repair you. Repair you. I know I said I wasn't going to spend any money, but I think hold reparations are worth it. Man, they fucking... I mean, I suppose I still have a path to get to Vazumbrog. So that's cool, I guess. What are these heinous borders of Dolkanzad, bro? What? This would be a bannable offense in my multiplayers. Your last dwarven playthrough had the Jad completely pushed out of the Salahad and instead take over the plains and Lakefed. That's kind of cool, though, to be fair. The Cav guys go to where the Cav roam free, where the Cav have been loved so much by, you know, humanoid population that they become one and the same. There's actual thematic reason for Cummerkand in particular to go from Bulwa to the Lakefed. There's a few that do shit up there. Some of the one of the Harpies goes up there as well. I know who developed Cummerkand, but I have not played it yet. It's one of those tags that's on the list. Though, if I'm being honest, if the next time I play Bulwar, I'm going to do Edu's Vicine. That's my next next port of call. Cummerkand is a super strong magic tag. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna say my second favorite magic tag. Remember my favorite magic tag? Let me think. One of my favorite magic tags is the guys who are here. Ovdol Azan. It's my... I think it's my favorite magic tag. No. Umbral Covenant in first place. No. Esthil, first place. Then Umbral... No, then Ovdol Azan, then Umbral Covenant. Top 3 magic tags that I've played. I think that's fairly respectable. Canolkatep is your favorite magic tag? I have only played them once, and that was without their not update. I mean, it is an update. I played them with a mission tree, but it was a custom mission tree that wasn't, you know, developed by the Anbennar devs. It's a top 3 mission tree in the game right now? Okay. Wow. That is high praise. But again, you know what? I probably should look at some point at the... Anbennar had a big survey done recently. And they have... Yeah, here. Hang on. Anbennar's mission tree survey, and apparently these are like the top mission trees in everywhere. So in the Empire of Anbennar, everyone really likes Pashane. Honestly, vibe, pretty good. Lunar River Miners, it's the same fucking thing. Vernon Istralaw High, Gibbard, I've really enjoyed Gibbard. I've not played Themarin, not played Order Adresia, or Varain, or Gisden, or Silverforge. Honestly, we have to go all the way down to Arboran. I don't really vibe with Arboran. I didn't think that was very good, actually. It's old. The Telgear is old as fuck. What the hell? But I suppose a lot of the stuff in the Empire of Anbennar are pretty old, to be fair. What else have we got? Have you not? Where's the everything else? Have you got all of them? I'm honest. Oh, all right, here's the Bulwa ones. Zocca, the top mission tree. I'm surprised that Jad didn't get top. I don't think Jad's very good. Honestly, not a fan of Jad. I'm just not. I really don't like it. But yeah, I'm surprised that one wasn't the top one. Yeah, plays 700. Like, come on. Overclan not played. Tungar not played. Dartax, I've tried on multiple occasions to do it in multiplayer and died. So I still have to play Dartax. Kumarkand is there. Sariand I've not played. Varamha, I absolutely adore Varamha's mission tree. Phoenix Empire, not so much. Varamha, really good. Bursar Tanshas, absolutely adore it. Edu's Vaccine is the one that I am looking to do. It's not had that many players. What else we got in here? Phoenix Empire, yeah, I mean, so many people have played it, but it's old and it had too many things that were like future-proofed to the point of kind of ridiculousness, like future-proofing for when Sarhal and Hales were included in the mod before they were done. Like, no, it's really showing its age. Karashar in there. Ordia, people don't like Ordia apparently. Okay. But yeah, there's a whole thing that maybe should have a look at things. Jad's really old. It might be, but it's not. It doesn't have the old feeling. My problem with Jad is I don't like the vibes. I'm just not a Cav player, to be honest. That's why I wasn't really vibing with Kuranulag either. That's why I really like dwarves. Fate 10 is getting a massive update soon. You think it's still in beta? I remember playing Fate 10 and basically they had a mission that was like, this is going to be added when the Oval of Death is added, Insia. So it makes sense. I would have expected that one. Alright, is there anything we can do? Okay, as soon as the expedition's done, we can get that done. How long have I got left for this? 68. Do we just quick little jaunt over here? Fuck it, we're gonna do a quick little jaunt into Tugund while he's busy fighting a whole bunch of bullshit. Motherfuckers. God, I love the fucking... Oh, it's so good. Our expeditions are settling, our nation's thriving, and many dwarves are leaving the hold with fine metalwork and strong ales, returning with even greater treasure, gold. Gold, gold, gold! The glorious, gleaming, glowing Yetl metal graces even the most downtrodden of hands, as the great celebrations are held to our traders' return, and they flaunt their newly found wealth with great aplomb, happily showering our people with gilded coins. A new age, a golden age, descends upon our nation. Cool beans. You know that part of fighting wasn't added when Insia was added. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like just future-proofing doesn't work really well in some cases. Anyway, anti-monstrous. You're allied with Cosregan. Which means we could get this land over here at the same time. We're gonna let you rest. Got a Cavern of Interest. Skulls are common in the Dwarva, but skulls such as the ones we discovered in this cavern, adorned with gold and silver, with rubies inlaid as teeth and sapphires of eyes, are not. Why an orc's head was preserved in this way is far beyond our comprehension. Perhaps a ritual forgotten now, even by the most learned of shamans. Such a relic will make an excellent discussion piece for the audience room of our General Emperor. It's not like the gems can shift as if watching you, can they? If I remember rightly, this is now the place where the what the guy's called, the Underdwarves, the Durgar, the Obsidian Legion. I think that's where they're coming from. Anyway, mission complete. Despite our successful efforts in reclaiming our hold, there is a lingering feeling of emptiness and disconnection among the Titanium Dwarves. Even the General Emperor and the court cannot shake this emotion. We used to be the vault of all Dwarf, but the Empire has crumbled under our vault's lying disrepair. We once shielded the Segmundal from the west, but while there is no lack of danger in the Dwarva, no direct threats approach us. The Stonekeepers suggest a spiritual solution. In order to move forward, we should delve into our past. Our General Emperor will make the pilgrimage to the rumored burial places of our revered ancestors, seeking their guidance. Alright, so we have a couple of those. Until we finish the pilgrimage, okay, we need to do these expeditions ASAP then. So, expedition menu, Hehegrim's Mausoleum, start prep, raise morale, a click of money, and then we're gonna go all the way to 10, and then org. 55 is good. I think that's good. We're going to take the tech. Alliance with Crack, no thank you. How many men have you got left? 50k? This guy's gonna go over here. Anti-monstrous. Let me just check, right? We've got 8 plus 20, 36. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Oh, finally the Lodom hold is done. Immediately get yourself a fucking fort, thank you, kindly. I'm gonna grab that. Earlier, you mentioned the lack of claims on the tag, which is absolutely an annoying thing. You do get a very weird claim that is not needed to finish all missions. Nancelin. What? I need to go down there? Is that where there's a hunt or something? If you're being objective, the best writing for mission trees right now is probably Cattle and Shire, Connell, Katep, and Shadow Pact. Even if you're not a huge Shadow Pact fan. I think best writing is Esthil, the not Shadow Pact specifically, but Umbral Covenant, but I guess the same applies there, and Gemrad Kurt. So basically what I'm saying is the best writing happens when you have a very powerful Sorceress. That's it. Give me Magic Mummy and you get good writing. I really wish I didn't say that. Magic Mummy has the best writing. That's... The best writing comes with Magic Mummy. Alright. A little problematic, but I'll allow it. I mean... Oh, okay. Would you consider Immortal Magic Daddy? Oh boy, you mean like Varmha? Both tags you recommended it as some variety of it. I mean, I'm just not a Noel fan. I'm not a massive like Noel fan, to be honest. So Zocca might be really high, but it's like, oh, I'm eating the moon or eating the sun or whatever. The vibes don't sit perfectly with me, you know? Vampire Mummy was pretty good. Wait, which one's Vampire Mummy? Yo, yeah, which tag? Spill the beans! We need to know which tag you're talking about right fucking now. Covenblad? Wasn't it the husband? Wait, no, because... with Covenblad, you had the... wasn't it always your consort that had magic? And I'm pretty sure they weren't... The Escan Vampire tag? Luciande? That's not... Luciande is Lucien Sylvivin, right? You chase Vampire Mummy. Oh. See, when I played as... I forget the name of them, hang on. When I played as Company of the Thorn, I formed Adenica, because I like the idea of Blood Knights. So I don't actually know what their mission tree is like. Maybe I should give them a real try at some point. Oh, wow. Orlism's doing quite well. You know, we're gonna go here first. We can build the Marhold Tunnel. No. I don't want this to be built at all, actually. Plus, how they described Italian was pretty lame too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it at some point. Rebels when I'm supposed to be murdering enemies. You know how they say, like, various places are, like, analogous to our real world, right? Like, this is Spain, and this is France, and, I guess this kind of looks like England a bit, although people have said it's Portugal as well. I mean, it could be either way. The Holy Roman Empire, etc. This is Wales. This is Wales. Instead of valleys, you have forests. Because the Dyffryn Pydr, that's fucking Wales. Only a Welsh person could pronounce this. Literally only a Welsh person could pronounce this. I've got an idea. I don't know if he's online, but if Father Loris is online, I'm going to ask him to send me a voice recording of him doing that. Orbitrol is Denmark. Damn. I mean, obviously, you know, Scandinavia, right? And there's a bunch of, I'm going to TI a second, a bunch of the province names over here, like, it's Finland. This is horrifically Finland coded. Samoa. Pukanvua Samoa. Like, that's horrifically Finland coded. My wife could pronounce this very well. Holy shit, he's online. He's recording it for me, so we're gonna come back to it. He's gonna try and pronounce this. He didn't do very well in Welsh, though, apparently. Alright, you've done that. Now we're gonna go back up into the north. Oil cap, no. You're just hoping for mechanism mission trees? Oh, 100%. I'm gonna go back into TI again. I really want to play, like, one of these mechanism guys. I don't even know if you're a mechanism guy. They look really, really freaking cool. Walking around trying to avoid the scary bitches. These dormant mechanism. Like, not dormant mechanism. Avoiding the, what are they called? Holohana. Avoiding the Holohana just seems really cool. There's like 1 million strong rebel armies marching around. Like, but I want a mission tree, right? I ain't gonna do it without a mission tree. Especially there's one of the mechanism that if they go over here, they meet some mechanism guy, and then you end up forming a tag here, and that seems like the oh fuck, it's the genocide tag. God damn it. That's the one that interests me the most. Oh look, fuck me. Drunsk, thank you very much for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Look, I have a type. It's not safe for work. Oh, Christ on the bike. But yeah, it does look like pain if that Holohana, big, stompy guy gets in your way. Defenders blasted by fireball. Oh, okay. Where are we being attacked? That's where you decided to attack me? Okay. I think I want to take tech rather than anything else at the moment. News of an orc warband. Of course, when it doesn't rain, it bloody pours. Good luck with that fireball. Alright, casualty diff is in my favor. I'm okay with it. You also tried the kobolds with their pain in the ass if unprepared. I did see, like, I haven't tried them yet, but I did see a thread on Reddit about how to do it. I'm like, oh, if we need a thread, there's some esoteric bullshit going on. Ooh. Ugh. Well, that's going to be a loss, 100%. No cannons in the back row. I'm liking the casualty diff, though. Ooh, 65 progress for printing press. I do like that. I can't dev it, though. What's my force limit? 108. You have 32 and you have 24, so that's a difference of 8. So if I give you 4 of these guys, then I got 2 equal armies. Which Nords are the Bard Dwarves? Nords? I mean, I feel like it should be relatively obvious, but I guess that's because I know a little bit of Swedish. Skald, school. Like, Bard school. A school for learning how to make music. That's literally what the translation is. So yeah, that Skald Skola is the Bard Nords. Who would be Sweden? I think probably Björnrik is probably the closest one. But generally it's all just generic kind of Viking-esque fungi and morale and 666 ruler. Orb of Omniscience. Is that us finished the orb? I think it is. Alright, we've completed our first magical project. So, when I do Manipulated Fortune, I get Attacker and Defender dice roll bonus. Do I just get Defender dice roll bonus +1 just in general? Or is that only when I do the clicks? Either way, that's cute. Love that. Love that for us. Oh, if I scry, I get support for printing press. I'm going to do that. And then advancements, we're going to upgrade the magical infrastructure and then summon familiars. How long have I got left? Oh, not long. Well, at least I know that my enemies are nowhere near me. And you're all the way up here doing bullshit. So we are going to go try and siege Kugdir again. Gold, gold, gold. Thoughts of gold seem to be the only thoughts left in our holds. Dwarves work themselves to the bone for a few measly coins, and even then production numbers are down across the board as some sit in their homes and cuddle bars of gold all day. Many of these bars are loans, and the banks are skyrocketing interest prices and backing up with thugs from local mob bosses. Food and goods are becoming scarce as all are loaded onto the trade carts. Our people are starving and desperate as mountains of our most precious metal fill vaults across the nation. Even the General Emperor is struggling to focus on the nation over investments as more and more demand a solution. How to even begin addressing the myriad and interlocking issues boggles the mind of Doosgreg. True, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna let them rest. That's just basically free manpower. The tunnels stretched endlessly, each turn a copy of the last. Boots scraped over stone and air carried the sharp tang of fatigue and disappointment. The General Emperor marched at the front, his grip tightening on his sword. He stopped, torchlight flickering against his worn features, and turned to his entourage. One more, he urged, his steely gaze meeting each weary pair of eyes. Grim wouldn't turn back. Grumbles rippled through the company, but they followed. They moved deeper into the earth, the air growing cooler and thick with mineral tang. Then the lead scout halted abruptly, torch raised. Before them, the tunnel opened into a cavern of breathtaking enormity. Mithril veins snaked from the ground like roots of a colossal tree, twisting and coiling upwards, their shimmering light casting the chamber in a silvery blue glow. The walls sparked with embedded fragments, as though the cavern itself breathed with the essence of the earth. Greg stepped forward, his shadow stretching across the radiant chamber. He reached out, his fingers grazing the cool, smooth surface of a mithril vein. The metal hummed faintly under his touch, alive with a power that made his heart race. The dwarves stared in hushed wonder, their burdens forgotten. The faint sound of dripping water echoed like a melody, blending with the low hum of the mithril. The General Emperor knelt, his eyes reflecting the metallic glow. Hehogrim led us here, he whispered with reverence. This is his blessing. One of the officers stepped closer, awe etched into her face. What now, my lord? Greg rose slowly, sweeping the glittering expanse. We claim his gift and build a future worthy of it. Mithril will be produced in Hehogrim's mausoleum. Huge! Absolutely oh, fuck. Good to know. Right, we're gonna need to fix that. Surely you're gonna win this siege immediately on the 85%. Right. Boom, done, nice. Now, rush to Hehogrim. Oh, rush to Heho's, whatever it's called. Wait, you're not a full core. Do we not have this cord yet? No, we don't. Fuck. Okay. Surely I get there in time, right? Trust. He's gonna fail the 14. We won the Siege of Cookdeer. You're gonna fail on a 21%, right? That's just fact. That is just a fact we're all very much crazily aware of. Right? You gonna fail on 21? Fuck you. I'm sorry, but nah. So as I was saying, he's going to fail on the 21, right? Don't care about goblins. I like admin points. Fail. Good boy. Fucking bat flu. When was this made? Was this made in 2019? Excuse me? Strange calcite layer. Isn't that the one that's real bad? I don't want to lose money. Strange calcite layer. This is the Obsidian Legion. In Hull Jorcad, though. I do like fighting the Obsidian Legion. It is kind of fun. So is this one over here like the Goblin Tide or something? Discovered a mysterious layer of calcite rubble in one of our holds. It seems that strange runic magic has been applied to it, runes that our runesmiths have never seen before. The purpose of the runes is unclear, and the effect doesn't seem to matter anymore. Such a large and easy to dig through material could give us the opportunity to dig far faster than ever before. This would surely bring great benefits to our hold's construction progress, if we choose to dig here. But spending... Okay, my issue is we are fucking 3 months away from Horde Curse. Spending money 3 months from Horde Curse? No. No. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. 3 months from Horde Curse? That's crazy. That's actually insane to even consider. Corruption and greed dominate our country. Within our holds, every bank, every business, every dwarf is plagued by this evil. Unable to perceive the world other than through money, it would seem the vice is hidden in plain sight within the most repressed aspects of dwarf nature is now spreading across the country like rust through a sword. There's no question of morals, values, or charity, only riches, and everything seems acceptable to our citizens to achieve their desires, even to kill their fellows for a single coin. Oh boy. So... we are not over force limit, I hope. We're not. Good, good, good. We are gonna get you swapped out potential. If I had, you know what? Actually, we can do it when we get a little bit of magic, and we'll swap our guy for an army maintenance guy. That might work out. But anyway, to start off with, we want to do the corruption. Get rid of the corrupt officials. First, gonna debase our currency a little bit, because it's going to come down after we're done anyway. And then we're going to get rid of the corrupt officials. The very highest of those afflicted with the Horde Curse are bureaucrats and officials of our great nation. It's clear they have used their position to skim every bit of coin they could during their many years of service until now. We must absolutely cleanse our government of all traces of corruption in order to protect the country's integrity. So how do we go about it? We want to take the ones that go faster. Basically, the first one takes 750 days-ish. The second one takes 450 days, but we might have an RNG event pop up. And then the third option is crap. I'm gonna try and get through it faster. And I need to get through this war. You are now too expensive. You are going to get removed for you. Alright, won the Siege of Westgate. Any chance you want to separate peace for the lands that I want? Not yet. Instead of autonomous sieging, maybe we'll go and do a little bit of murder. Expansion of magical networks throughout Vazumbrog has allowed for magic to become more accessible to those within the nobility and lower class alike. It's turn made it easier for those who hold ill intentions to sneak into mage towers and guild halls, to steal powerful artifacts they do not understand, or access old spellbooks which give them power they cannot control. Security of these items is important to ensure they cannot be used by those who mean to cause harm, but restriction of these resources will cause progress in improving the infrastructure to be delayed. Let's get through it faster. Are you coming to attack? No. Alright, just trying to rush you down now. Nope, can't afford the advisor anyway. There we go. I do kind of want his money as well. We're almost able to get war reps. But war reps is bad. War reps is bad. So let's just grab this. Cool. And get over here. Core the land. We got the Azra Cartel mercenaries based in Kugdir as well. All right, so this war as well, we're almost finished, I think. And we're going to have you actually go all the way here. It's tempting to give it back to Thieving Arrow, actually. So yeah, obviously that's the peace deal at the very least. And then maybe Skomdir. Is that the only one? Oh, these should be fine as well. Hang on. Why am I not seeing those? Oh, they're at the top. And then Flint Rock. That, I think, is the best peace deal available to me. It's a shame I don't have the border to be able to do it, but... that is, I think, what we're going to go for. New Gov Reform. Landlater Shock. When we have our rulers being based on our generals, getting a little bit more shock is actually quite nice. Though we have only 2 diplomats,
Death
and we
to
are...
all goblins.
I agree with the Radical Hamburger. The Radical Hamburger knows what he's fucking talking about. Death to all goblins, and thank you very much for the tier 2, holy shit, subscription for 22 months. Thank you so much, man. Almost 2 years. So yeah, Landed Shock, really nice, but I think I'm gonna go with an extra diplomat because we've been struggling really hard for diplomats. And that just seems like the vibe. You know, I will take a dip relation. Yeah. Level 1 dip relation guy for this to go faster. This guy sieged really nicely. The vehemence of our agents to purge any corruption within our government have provoked some excesses. A simple arrest quickly spiraled into a skirmish and then a brawl, causing many deaths among the subjects. Families of the victims demand reparations, obviously in one and only form. So we lose 1,000 ducats or lose 3 stab. Obviously, we're losing the ducats. Which is painful, obviously. Agenda is about to expire. I'm literally doing it right now, bro. The peace is soon. The peace deal is like less than 10 reasons away, and then it'll be done. Trust. Just wait 5 minutes. How long have I got? Oh, I got 3 years. We're fine. There we go. And I'll take your money. Get out of here. Huge. Ogres, my lord. I'm going to put a guy down in Hehegrim. Hehodivar, sorry. And I'm going to put a guy up in Harz Ordelum. And we are going to core our lands. Though I think this probably could do with being a... whatchamacallit? Half-core trade company thing, right? Maybe we eventually trade company the whole fucking thing. Either that or we do the absolutely disgusting part of we trade company the bits that have trade centers, except not this one because it's got a fat fucking gold mine. Although, can I even use that? I can't. Okay, never mind. In that case, there's like very little that has trade centers. I don't know. For now, we're going to start the cores, obviously. But we need to decide what we do with it in the long term. We're going to grab admin points. Varamha, we can now send a warning we are fat enough, so we can stop guaranteeing Franulin. And there is a reason we sent a guy north. It's for bullshit like this. We do have the whole reclamation on him, but I'm still going to grab myself some spy stuff. I'm going to do the same here. Actually, you know what? I would like to annex my vassal, so we're improving relations with you instead. We can also buy the agate gem. If I wasn't in HOARDCURSE, I would do that. Alright, we have removed the corrupt officials after months of investigation and repression. Finally cleared the majority of the corrupt HOARDCURSE elements in government. So... I need 150 admin points. We're almost there. And this is going to remove 15 corruption. We have 15 corruption. I'm going to take one more debasement, actually. Because I want to get rid of 15 corruption. It also, I believe, gives me yearly corruption minus 2.5. So we could debase a couple more times. But anyway, let's click this button. Huge. Now my advisors are back to normal prices. Bum bum ba da ba da ba dum bum. Hey, Argy. Any chance you would give me knowledge? Hostile. Guess not then. That modifier is to upset the HOARDCURSE modifier. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm saying it's gone back to normal prices. Alright, so next up, after corruption, we do workers, not slaves. And basically we get a decision. If we want to get more money or less on... Goods produced modifier is crazy good, though. Lowering the unrest, though, is quite nice. Goods produce 10%, though. This is probably positive money in the long run. I'm going to focus on the working hours. We're going to take the 10% goods produced hit. Yeah, we'll do that one. So that's going to be about a year and a half before that finishes. Agenda of the diet. Goldbread Temple. That could work. You want me to conquer there? I mean, that is claims here that I'm not going to get otherwise. You want me to dev for money? Dev for money seems pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. You want me to go to war with Thieving Arrow? I plan on doing that anyway. Dev for money. Molten Core is finished. Is there even anywhere that I can colonize now? There is not. Okay. You're almost prepared. Again, I guess I didn't have to go to war with the guy outside. Wow, did you dev that? Goldbrad's restored, very cute. It's 10 dev, I mean, it's alright. The Manhunter Orc, okay. It's a good job I'm no man. So we also need to go to war with Cookdeer. We're not going to be able to get him as a... I only want one province. I don't really care about Cutback Valley. Like, the land out here, is that something we care for? Depends on if we want to go get Isolation. The Lonely Mountain. How far away is our magic? Quite. Okay. Tugan Durak has rivaled me. That's fine. I'm gonna rival them back. I feel like there's somebody we are gonna go to war with again. And inflation keeps rising. You are going to go deal with that. These forts are in the wrong places, so they are going to... I mean, it's a really well-placed fort, but I want one on the border. And one there as well. Still really want to buy the agate gem, but not yet. Not yet, not yet. Oh, right, shit, we should fucking go Vazumbrog, Mithril Short. Start prep. We want to raise the morale with 1 click of money and... Yeah, good enough. Organize that. Let's do another... maybe 1 more click. Get the admin points. Yeah, it's mithril, but it's short, so this should be fine. And then we will start that expedition. Epic art procured. Very nice, very nice. You're no longer a valid target. That's crazy. Okay. With the hard work, we've managed to reach or force a deal with the cartels. Now hours spent working can no longer encroach on the lives and health of employees. Okie dokie. Unrest goes down, goods produced also goes down. We're running out of money, though. Too bad you can't use the Merc Company hunt mechanism on unwanted races. I mean, that would be a cool thing. I feel like there's... they can't really make one of the holds like the genocide hold, because they kind of all are. The only one that doesn't want to is like Harzordlum, because they want to enslave them, which I don't think is any better. Either way, after this one we want to do banks. But why can't we get this done? Oh, that's still going... Yeah, it's still going up. Okay. As with all tools, use of magic in war has long and storied history, with countless war magics being created and utilized to ensure military victory across innumerable campaigns. However, with the rise of magecraft in our state, the generals of our armies have begun to imagine a score of new possibilities in terms of war magic, far beyond the wildest dreams of what was considered possible before war magic became more widespread. Swords wreathed in magical flame, unending in their fiery splendor. Cannon shot reinforced with wards that detonate when impacting a target. Cavalrymen with the speed of the wind, lightning fast in sorties and skirmishes. Our commanders dream of this and more, but other voices in the army warn of dark powers latent within magic. Spells of mass destruction, environmental warfare, and necromancy all dance within the lips of the skeptics, each more sinister than the last. However, skeptics warn that if mages are accepted into wider military roles, then soon our nation will be nothing but warmongers and magical supremacists. Estate experience modifier is like the main thing I want, so yeah. Alright, so Dwifenpidder is how I pronounced it earlier. And I have just gotten back a voice, I have not listened to it yet, from my Welsh friend Father Loris. He's the guy who does Chapel Comics. If you are unaware of him, you should be aware of him, because his comics are very, very cool. But this is how he pronounces Dwifenpidder.
Well, I'm an English-speaking Welshman, and I got a U in my Welsh, but I'll have a crack at it. It looks like Dwifenpidder to me. Oh, that's probably completely wrong. So
Dwifenpidder. It's different to what I said, so we'll fucking take it. Thank you, Father Loris. Appreciate you. Oh, appreciate it. All right, cool. Well, nice little aside. Appreciate him doing that on such short notice. Dwifenpidder. Welsh man, it's crazy. Anyway, mushrooms. We don't like them. So, Kozanad is anexified. We also have your army, including 0 cavalry, which, I mean, of course, why would you build cavalry? Does that put us over our force limit? It does. It does. I don't like that. Maybe if I do that, it will be slightly better. Give it a month tick, and then we're going to get rid of some autonomy. Okay, force limit. We're only slightly over. I think we can accept this. I don't think anything in here is going to help. Nothing in there helps. Throughout our nation, dwarves are forced into contracts that make them slaves in all but name, working to pay off debts placed upon them by their employers. We should eliminate the many of the loopholes that allow this practice to remain legal and end slavery for good. Yay! So that is another one bites the dust. Alright, we have banned the indentured worker contracts. We are almost out of money. But banks are next. So, for the banks, we don't want to pay shit for them. We want to take the stab hit instead. No trade advisor shenanigans needed here. Alright. Bye-bye stability. Force them to collect the debt. We're going to have a lot of revolts as well, so we're going to turn off the drilling for now. You are going to have this guy, and you're going to hang out down here with this guy. Maybe you can go to Mithridum. That's probably about the right kind of spacing. I'm going to take that as well. $600 ducats left. We're going to take loans for the next few things. Our official in Blackton Rift has earned a reputation as greedy and cruel person. Everyone in the country is greedy. We're in the middle of HOARDCURSE. But yeah, Splendor. Improve relations, very nice. And we're going to let them rest on that one. The event imitating Krummel happens. The General Emperor of Vazumbrog stepped into the long-forgotten chamber, his armoured boots echoing against the cold stone floor. The air was heavy with age, carrying a faint tang of rust and a subtle sweetness of long-dried incense. In the flickering torchlight, the final resting place of Krummel Orcslayer revealed itself. Carved from black basalt and veined with shimmering threads of titanium, the sarcophagus dominated the room. Intricate reliefs adorned its surface, depicting Krummel's greatest victories. One panel showed him cleaving through orcs with his greatsword Setzunklufa, while another captured his battle against the ancient deep crows. Around the chamber, murals depicted his monster hunters standing alongside hulking titanium golems as they held off against the tides of goblins. This particular detail seized the Emperor General's attention and reminded him how much had been lost. Setzunklufa rested on the dais beside the sarcophagus, untouched by time. Its enormous blade, forged from steel laced with mithril, shimmered faintly, reflecting torchlight. The General Emperor knelt, bowing his head in silent respect. As he rose and turned to leave, the mural seemed to burn brighter in his mind's eye. Inspiration surged through him, of visions of a stronger, united Gore Vazumbrog, its defenders echoing the honour and courage of Cromwell's age. Its current dominion seemed like a pale shadow compared with the heights of ancient empires. What was ruined can still be rebuilt. What was lost can be regained, Doosgreg whispered with determination. When the Gentle Emperor emerged from the tomb, he couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of purpose. So 50 admin, dip, or mill. Right now I am hurting most on admin. So we'll go with that. Thankfully. I don't think I've ever had a horde-cursed ruler. Ore veins uncovered in the Skittering Cave. My liege, during a recent quake, a deposit of ore has been exposed in the province of Skittering Cave. If exploited, it has the potential to substantially enrich the realm, but naturally it would eclipse whatever is currently produced in the cavern. Silk? I'm not replacing silk. I'm sorry. Silk is base as fuck. Although, I'm pretty sure this changes, yeah, everything to silk, which... yeah, whatever we got, it would be replaced with silk again anyway. Goblins fleeing from our country, always lovely to see. The pressure we put on our banks to ensure that they quickly collect their dues has been passed to all their contractors. As could have foretold, our citizens are vastly overprotective of their gold and as such have risen up in arms, not because they cannot pay, but because they simply do not want to. Alright, so we are going to go with -3 stability, which means we're going to do a bunch of fights. I can't afford this. I can afford this. Painful, but necessary. So, let us fix things. So we're -1 stab, but this is fine. I think at the end of this we gain stab. Kill the goblin, kill the goblin. I know. Kill the wabbit. I know what we're referencing. Oh, I don't like that. Whatever. Oh, yeah, that was actually unnecessary. Bless me. All right. Get these bloody rebels dealt with. A gold rush. Yeah, middle of this doesn't seem like the time for Gold Rush, I'm not gonna lie. But that was relatively easily cleared up. We are going to... I could send you a gift, but I don't really want to. I'm going to have to, though. That will be enough now to get you annexed as well. Great timing. I don't want to spend admin ideas. I want that, I think. Alright. So with that done, I assume I'm going to need to get rid of all of them before I can click a button. That also needs to have a fort. Right, we have no rebels. So we're waiting on... I think we're just waiting on an event now. After several tumultuous months, we have finally adjusted the accounts of our banks. We can now continue with our reforms. Good job. Spend lots of money. We lower our inflation. Our inflation is up to 4%. Probably could have taken some loans to get it back down again, but whatever. We're still not in debt. We're still not in debt. So... let's do monopolies now. This one's going to cost a lot of money, unfortunately. This is the one that's going to put us in debt. Also, I think I did that in the wrong order. The monopoly thing should have been done before workers and slaves. Let's embargo you. And Kurin, you are now our rival. Well, so far so good. We're only in one loan so far. Obviously, it's gonna get worse, but you know, matter of time. Looks like I have to take the tech. Which does mean we get, what, new cavalry? We don't use cavalry, so... fine, I guess. Agenda the diet. You want me to go for Kellig Fisher, which is tempting. Cosnad Manufactory, I like that. And you want me to conquer Athian? We don't even have a border with that guy. Oh wait, we do. Apparently that is the border. Do you have a trade good they want? Yeah, thought so. Cosenad Manufactory seems reasonable. It is currently digging, though. Metallurgy is one of the central pillars of our dwarven economy, and having it run by a small cabal of stubborn dwarves threatens to destroy all our livelihoods. Naturally, these steel giants have access to a multitude of arms and refuse to fall without a fight. So that's fucking ass. Because, unfortunately, this basically means we're going to lose 2,500 ducats on every single one of those. That's 7,500 ducats that we didn't have. So we're probably going to be like 5k in the hole at the end of this. Yeah, but this monopoly one is really the big expense thing. Gain 65 support for printing press. Yes. Our Natvir is restored. Very nice. Still have a bunch that need restoring. Pars Ordlum still a bit fucked. Alright, food monopolies time. You have a cav. No thanks. This fort is useless. We're almost out of the HOARDCURSE, I think. Though I am going to build this fort, even though apparently we've got the next level of fort, but I definitely can't afford it. I am going to upgrade the fort in my capital. We've read this one before, but it's nice that this copper is now better. But yes, go back to the capital. Let's upgrade the fort, just so that we got faster sieges. I'm going to take that tech. In order to reap massive profits, both figuratively and literally, a huge cartel has created itself, justly guarding large amounts of seeds in order to place a stranglehold on our farmers. Opening these so-called seed banks and ensuring that no entity can monopolize our agriculture is absolutely vital to our country. Bye-bye, stab. Alright, last one. The textile monopolies. Is humanity making a comeback? Let's go. Another one of these useless ones. New general, terrible, not bad. I need to get rid of you because if you have basically if my ruler dies, then my best general becomes my next ruler. But it only counts the generals that are not in charge of armies. Unless all of them are in charge of armies, then it chooses the best one anyway. So right now we have a 17 pip general. He would be the one that gets chosen right now. Though if we had a shit general that wasn't chosen, then he would be the ruler. Ogre refugees in HOARDCURSE. They also give construction time. That's kind of based. What's a fun tag in Anbennar? You haven't played a lot. It seems like a lot of lore to learn. I think learning some of the lore is kind of like the charm of Anbennar. I'd say if you are new to Anbennar, you don't want something that is immediately going to be like, here is 17 gajillion new systems that you got to learn, and this, and that, and the other. Something relatively simple, without insane amounts of new mechanics. I think it's got to be something in the Empire then, or around humanity. With maybe like one new mechanic that's going to be like, yo, this thing, learn this, it's really cool. I'm going to say Nimsgod. I'm going to say Nimsgod into Gnomish Hierarchy, and then you get to, it is relatively old mission tree, but you get to learn the, Artificer system. The mission tree isn't like overly complex with stupid requirements. And you got a little bit of colonizing going on. You get to learn the artifice mechanic, which is just fucking delightful. Yeah, it is. Nimsgod into Gnomish Hierarchy is a really, really good time. You will enjoy yourself very, very much. In my opinion. Because I did. I enjoyed myself a lot. Anyway, textile industry. With a huge hold on our textile industry, a single dwarf can effectively dictate the fashion and style of our fellow citizens. There'd be no problem in this if they did not use the influence of his company to determine the import price of cotton, silk, and other textile materials, in addition to flooding the market with mass-produced, low-quality goods. Dismantling this huge network of influence will cost us greatly, but will once more allow local craftsmen to flourish. That's painful. Yeah, don't play a dwarf first, because HOARDCURSE is a pain in the dick. Smothered by a group of conglomerate cartels, which have cornered large sections of the market, it's now difficult for anyone to create new business without encountering monolithic opposition. We must slay these commercial monsters just as we have slain the physical ones. So we can spend some more money to gain prestige, or not. Alright, bye-bye money. That'll be another loan, please. So now I need to wait until I have 150 admin points again. I'm going to divine myself some guidance. Maybe that got me a little bit closer, or not. Oh, Jesus. A wave of innovation. Yay. We're seeing intellectual growth in our nation. Fantastic. Fuck goblins. I like innovativeness. Scientific instruments. Very nice. Clan Hazel built a shrine. Oh, money! I like money. Money's good. I haven't had any of that in a while. Hold specialization for Ofdal Lunham. As our hold progresses ever deeper into the earth, it's come to our attention that, like in the old days of Old Dwarf, a hold must specialize to witness its true potential. From now on, Ovdal Lodom must decide to focus on a certain aspect based on what natural resources and opportunities the hold has available. Will it focus on the infrastructure of a foundry hold, full of conveyors, tracks, and great forges to outscale any other metal production? Perhaps infrastructure to maintain an even higher population? A metropolis, houses stacked upon houses carved into the walls of the Dwarvar, where city and commercial business can flourish alike. Maybe a hold to focus on the finer arts, a hold beautifully crafted with elegant architecture to please and inspire our master artisans and crafters, or may even have the infrastructure to support vast vertical farms so that our hold will be green with plant life to feed our people. Or perhaps the hold will lean towards military matters with large fortifications and massive roads so as to defend ourselves against outsiders both above and below. I mean, Metropolis, right? Because then we get vertical farms afterwards. Yeah, I think that's right. So it gives us taxes and goods produced. And we still need to repair the fucking thing. Ooh, Alephasol is a thing. Good luck with that. Very interesting tag with really good ideas. Wait, and they're fighting Yezel Mora. Fun. It looks like Boadikinshi still exists, so there's no, whatchamacallit, Umbral Covenant. My Earthshaker sphere has cooled down, so I'm going to click it again. And again, we're getting the same text. This time we're in Opal Heights, which is Serpent's Bloom. All right, one more month. Mana leak is fine. All right, merchant cartel reform. We lose more money and admin points, but the trade efficiency goes back to normal. So we might end up with the eco that isn't gobshite. But finally, curtail the HOARDCURSE barons. After the roots, we shall cut the head off the affliction. The more reforms we've already taken, the less this will cost us, and the higher our chance of success will be. So, in order to sustainably combat the HOARDCURSE, we must extend our reforms to the whole nation, making sure that every dwarf holding power and every dwarf working for them is, is cured, not cursed anymore. It'll not be easy, but the more limits we impose upon our populace, the faster we will obtain a result. We're basically going to do all of them at once, as far as I can tell. And after we've done it all, we get 4 stab for free. Christ, it's expensive. Ow. Launch the legislation. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Now we've got a mean time to happen event of 3 years. Wow, that was okay. We got 1 done. It's difficult to part a dwarf from a coin. Some say impossible. We, however, have managed to do the impossible and separated not only 1 dwarf from 1 coin, but many dwarves from many coins. So we curtailed the barons. Minimum autonomy minus 30. Is that my entire country? This is the one. All right, you Your minimum autonomy is what now? Still 90. For years, the Horde Curse fucking move. Assaulted the minds and hearts of the dwarven people across our nation. We have made great efforts to combat it. Now, it seems that we are rid of the curse once and for all. So we gained 3 stab. I'm tempted to click stab button for... We can't actually. We got no manpower. No admin. But we got dev cost in our entire nation. Inno gain, inflation reduction. It's all good shit. But I can never go bankrupt. Or I will lose that modifier. So, good shit. Huge. Absolutely bing chillin', big win. Positive eco at the end of it. So the next little while is going to be basically paying off loans. Continue spying on you. Oh, we definitely don't need to continue spying on you. You're allied with Vornmarch now, which is kind of annoying. They would even help as well, which is fucking awkward. Zocca doing bullshit. Spy on Sekdir. You want a thing in Kozanad? We should do that when we can. Pay off 3 of my loans. All right, but it's getting there. We're getting there. We need 12,000. 12,000 in debt. It could be worse, for sure. But it is what it is. I think with that, that's where I'm going to end the stream for today. We have gotten out of the Horde Curse. We have done a little bit of the way towards, you know, conquering a little bit more of the Serpent's Reach. We've gone all the way to Kugdir. We've got some stuff done. We are warning Varmha. So now, when our truce is up, which it is, we can go to war with Ferranulan. We need to get a claim, of course. And we can take the land that we need in Ferranulan for the dam, which is also very nice indeed. And also, we stepped foot in this place as well. So, good progress. Good progress. But anyway, we're going to end it here. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will be back with more gore Vazumbrog soon. So, yeah, if you're not following Twitch, follow. If you're not watching, subscribe to the VOD channel, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.